me teach you. There are two dimensions of Christ. Number one is Christ in the flesh. And Christ in the flesh. This is why Christ in the flesh, he was made like us in every way. That is Christ in the flesh. No matter what you do, I'm not saying that to go doing stupid things. Like no matter what you do, there is always a forgiveness and a restoration. That is Christ in the body form. And that's why when he went up, he never went like a spirit. He went in the body form to sit at the right hand of the Father. So that after come up, because the power of our curse is in the sin. So ndio unaona mtu akitaka kufundisha biashara ama kuchukua pesa yako, anaweza kuangalia the sin that so easily besets you. Even if you kuongea ni masengenya ni hatred or bitterness. Let me confirm that Hebrews number 12. Look at verse 1. It says, since we are surrounded by such a cloud of witness, let us lay aside the sin that so easily besets us, and let us run the race that is set before us with perseverance.
Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us.
Let me tell you, church, if you allow me as your pastor to teach you, you will not fail in this life. I got an amen from anywhere. I say, if you allow me, if you trust my words, because I'm speaking on behalf of Jesus Christ, you will never fail in this life. Because in a summer, there is a race for everybody. So since we are surrounded by such a cloud, everybody, ni kama mahindi na maharagwe, it has harvest inside it. There's no one ule ambao Mungu amempaka mafuta ama amemuokoa ama umezaliwa na mwanamke ya kwamba you have something inside you. Maana tunasema kwamba when the one who went down is the one who went up, and he took men's Saul's captive, and he went to heaven na akapeana gifts to every man. Na wacha nikwambie, your line of success is in your race. I expect an amen. Your success is on the race that God has set for you. The race is your destination. So wakati utaanza kusikiliza so much what people are saying, you can hear God on your own. The gift, the calling that you have can open the door for God to speak to you. Have you heard me? It is very shocking. You can be looking for something that already you have. Unaweza toy, utumbe vibaya na watu, lakini kile unatafuta kwa watu, you already have it. What you don't have, it is the knowledge, it is the wisdom to prepare it, to be used for the purpose of the kingdom. Tunaelewana? For the purpose of what? The kingdom. Na tunaona Yesu in the time of his flesh, because kuna a lot of funny theology, and the funny theology inasema you don't need to shout because God is not deaf. Lakini Biblia inatuambia during the time when Jesus was in the flesh, aliomba maombi na kilio. Tunasema hivi, with a lot of cries and tears to the one who could hear him, and it was hard because of the reverent submission. Although he was a son, but he learned obedience. But the things he suffered. When God allows somebody to insult you, or God allows you to go through a valley of rejection, you don't need to resort anybody. You need to humble yourself. When there is a problem in your life or shaking, humble yourself. That is the time to humble yourself more, because God is dealing with you somehow. Oh yeah. God is dealing with you somehow. And let me tell you, most of the people who are anointed, they were anointed in troubles. Because God anoints in trouble, in problems. When you persevere, when you know how to call upon heavens. Jesus shed tears when he was praying. Why? So it means if you don't come to a level where a dimension in prayer or in life where you can't shed tears before God. It means your heart is solid. It's hard like a rock. You need to break your heart before the Lord. You may not break before men or other people, but learn to break your heart when you go before God. Learn to break your heart. Learn to break your heart. So I'm saying, this is where he said, since we are surrounded by such a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and every sin. There are two things in the text. Three things. There's a race. Number two, there is sin. And number three, there's weight. So there's a difference between weight and sin. You may not be doing sin, but you carry a weight. So the difference between sin and weight is this: weight, because sin is missing the mark. It's trespasses and transgressions, commissions and omissions. But when you talk about something we call weight, weight is when you are supposed to pray and you don't pray. That's a weight. It may not be a sin per se, but it will prolong the process of your breathing. It will prolong the process of your breathing. So that's what we call weight. Weight is failing to do what you're supposed to do. You feel tired. And the religion has built the doctrines and the ethos around weight. And some people are here. So you shout. But I'm telling you, Jesus cried and shouted. Are you here? Are you greater than Jesus? No. So if he can shout, then you should make a noise. If Jesus can shed tears, what I was, he prayed in another place until the sweat became what? Blood. That is not easy. It's like a tractor. And he was hard because of his reverent submission.